All right, so we have a title update. It's no longer the human light spectrum. It is now greater prism. I also got rid of the word the out of any title. So candle, ashigaru, and tides. So yeah, here we go. That came out of nowhere, just guess I don't really, well, I'll do my other ones. We'll see how that goes. I am very, very grateful to have sunglasses. Kind of necessary here. I've got microfiber cloth somewhere. Man. Money is spent on necessities, So, there is that. But, yeah. Thinking about visual story. It, informs the rest too. So kind of like what I've been saying about oh, that's so much better. Unreal. Y'all need to be grateful for what you got, because it's all good. It's all good stuff. So what I've been saying about, how the words influence the music and vice versa, right? For a little musical DNA. Well, that just happened with a visual thing, and that's the first time that's ever happened with me before. I'm not usually minded toward like music video kind of thing, but it's all creative work. It all informs each other, so that was really cool. That was very cool. So now I have a better direction for where to take the lyrics, and I like being able to explore all the different aspects of whatever it is that I'm meditating on, so every part that I've worked on previously called the human light spectrum, now greater prism, it all fits. It all works together, and it all informed something else that informed something else. Do you see how that works? So, when I say put the pen to page, that's part of it too. We just let stuff happen and see where it goes, and see how it sets down the next stones to step on, so to speak. So you've heard that metaphor before, I think. You don't necessarily know where you're going until you take the step. It's that, but in a creative process. So very cool. So now it is mostly focused on the heartchitecture portion. I think once I said that, or wrote that out loud, jeez. Once I wrote that, yeah, that really helped. That unlocked something. I don't necessarily like to combine words or make up words, but whatever. That one came out, and I was like, all right, I'll roll with it. So yeah, very, very cool. Very cool. So, So what I'm thinking of right now is the term broken heart, because when I was thinking out loud and, fragments or components of this greater prism, I did not like the word fragment. That kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And I didn't voice that, but it kind of cringed a little bit, but I'm glad that I did. Because everybody has heard the term broken heart, and well, that's blown way out of proportion. So that kind of goes back to dramatic impact versus actual impact, right? Are castles just in the sky, or are they built from the ground? I don't care about pop music. I don't care about hurt. I don't care about any of that stuff. I care about the heart. Always have. And so I never really bought into the broken heart theory to begin with. And then it seems like a lot of people just use them as a badge of honor, which is the dumbest thing in the world. It's like, I'm unlovable. There's just me. I don't. Grow up, dude. Or girl or whoever. Like, grow up. You know? It's. Yeah. So I'm grateful you're here. Growing up. Getting your wings instead of like. You know, so I guess without even intending it, I am kintsugiing every broken heart, kind of like I did 9 Inch Nails Hurt. So, very cool. This has been an awesome year. So, unbelievable. Oh, this is the Folgers brand, by the way. My least favorite of the 3. So, yeah, I kind of felt it. I'm open-minded, I don't mind. You know, it's just like, okay, so there's Folgers, the Cafe Bustelo, and then the Nescafe really surprised me. So, I like the Nescafe in terms of instant coffee. So, yeah, this whole living on the ground and, you know, whatever. All right with it. I'm learning a lot about camping and survival. I just can't like light a fire, which is lame. But yeah, that's fine. So anyway, so what are you doing? Still can't believe that stupid mouse, stupid little douchebag, as I was calling him. I might upload that to my personal one. I might. It's hilarious, but man, such a stupid night. I slept way better last night. Hey, I started earlier. And then, you know, I have this thing where I wake up and I just do something productive. That's always been my thing. So no matter what, it's like if I'm awake, I'm gonna do something that is like life affirming and worthwhile. You know what I mean? I'm not just gonna like lay there and brood. And so, you know, that's where I just kind of like roamed around, enjoyed my little grove, as it were. But went back to sleep and got some more quality sleep. I'm grateful for that. Like a good night's sleep is very, very good for everybody. Sleep and nutrition, like that, and hydration, like that's where it really, really starts. And that's where a lot of, I mean, it's impossible on the street. It just is, you know, it's impossible on, you know, dirt or straw or grass or, you know, whatever, Mother Earth. That, yeah, I guess maybe is better, but concrete, you're not gonna, yeah, we need to get them into hotel rooms that are vacant 300 days out of the year, you know? Need to get them into Airbnbs. We need to get them into campers that are just sitting there for 345 days out of the year. You know what I mean? Like, we have solutions, folks. I see one over there right now. Not being used. So, okay. Anyway, saying, like, there are solutions all over the place. I guess I'm answering the psychosis question again. Do you see things that other people don't? Yeah, solutions all over the place. Left, right, and center. Like, there are solutions everywhere, and people just aren't willing. Yet. So, thanks for being here. Thanks for being willing. So yeah, what I'm going to do is start off with the realization that there's no such thing as a broken heart. Pain is temporary. Everybody deserves love and belonging. You are capable. Your love is good enough, etc., etc. So, how am I going to do that? Well, what I was kind of, seeing in the scenes unfolding, just a girl or a woman kind of realizing that her heart is actually the perfect shape that's never been broken. And then the, subsequent thoughts just kind of disappear like dandelion seeds. I think it's just gorgeous. Yeah. We are loved. Thank you for life. We are loved. Thank you for this gift to cherish. We are loved. Thank you for so much to be curious about. We are loved. Thank you for compassion. Hmm. Oh, that's good. That was really good. Might as well do the whole thing bottoms up. So, we are love, we give compassion, we give love, thank you for understanding, we give love, thank you for cherishing our gifts, we give love, thank you for the opportunity. We earn our beautiful words and we drink them to the lees. We are that light in the world, blessed be. Period. Okay, so greater prism. It's a cooler title. It's more concise. Human light spectrum is a little abstract. This is more concrete, which I like better. I always like more concrete metaphors anyway. And, you know, the visible light spectrum is technically a concrete thing. It's not abstract at all. It's just, you know, we see color and we know how it happens. We call it the light spectrum, the visible light spectrum. So it is a thing, but this gives it a lot more concrete, like stuff, thing, you know, tangible object kind of thing, which is always more useful. If you can plug a metaphor into a tangible object, it's usually more graspable. So that is good. And then now, you know, the greater prism, okay, I have a portion of that. It's not a fragment, it's a portion. What I thought was fragmented, what I thought was broken, actually fits perfectly with everybody else. Or enough of somebody else, or enough of somebody's else, you know, group, band, community, class, you know, whatever. I know the pieces fit. Okay. There was a YouTuber, a tangent, but this reminded me, who took songs and made them minor key. Some of them are really good. Got way too overdramatic for my taste, but it was a great idea with really good execution. I bring that up because it does not work at all the opposite way. If you take a song that is in minor key and make it major, it is gonna kill it. Want me to prove it? Okay, what did I just sing? I know the pieces fit. Well, I don't have a bass with me, but you can imagine it in major key, and then it becomes, I shop at the Gap, yellow polo shirts. You know, it's terrible. It is a terrible thing. Don't do it. So, anyway, see this piece. My portion never broken. They call it fragment. I thought I was fragmented. There's a difference. So we're gonna start there. Okay, this piece, my portion, never broken. They call it fragment. I thought I was fragmented. So I could not open. Okay, we've all been there. That's relatable. That's very relatable. That was pre-Atlas for 30, teenager, about maybe 14 to 36, so about 22 years. Let's see. Puzzled and quixotic. I don't even know what that word means. We'll look it up. Puzzled and quixotic. I'll figure it out. Again, I'll look it up. It sounds like it's a thing, so I'll look it up. Also like quixotic. Confused. Confused to toxic. See, this piece, my portion never broken, they call, oh whoops, it fragment. I forgot a word. Okay, there we go. This piece, my portion never broken, they call it fragment. I thought I was fragmented, so I could not open. Puzzled and quixotic, confused to all the toxic talks and looks about me. So I succumbed to being frozen, succumbed to about being. That's a word I'm not. Squiggly line underneath it. Okay, so this piece, my portion, never broken. They call it fragment. I thought I was fragmented, so I could not open. Puzzled and quixotic, confused to all the toxic talks and looks about me, so I succumbed to being frozen. It works. It works. I just think there's a better word than being. I'm just not sure what yet, so that's why I underlined it in squiggly line. Aw. This reminds me of a song that I wrote a girl who really didn't want it. But there was a bit about making an ice sculpture of us. Chiseled in ice, an image of us, but I couldn't get it right. I really wish I had that song still. I obviously remember that part. There was a part about this becoming the sun too. Something, I don't remember. It was really good, actually. There's another candle reference somewhere in there. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. It was a really good one. I was gonna play it for her. I had this entire night planned out. Had chocolate-covered strawberries, white Merlot or Zinfandel because she liked rosés, and then flower petals on a bed and leading up to it and stuff, candles, and my guitar that I was gonna play for her. She went into the room, took one look at that, went straight into the living room and turned on weeds. So that's how that story goes. But I didn't listen. You know, she said she was not into romantic stuff, but I am romantic. I can't help it. So, you know, I think even back then I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, whoops. I don't know. I mean, it hurt, but I didn't take it personally. You know what I mean? I bring up chiseled because, you know, the frozen piece, and that's the next word, so. Chiseled the softening ice. Chiseled the softening glacier. Chiseled the softening glacier. I see out of my mental ice age. I say fear without being like using that word? Because I hate using that word. Like I like using, I mean, that's why we like analogy and metaphor. It's like saying the thing, but not saying the thing, you know? One of the best pieces of advice that I got for poetry was by a teacher here at Weber State, Brad Rogar. And I think I was reading something, because I don't know where it came from originally, but it was make the unfamiliar familiar and the familiar unfamiliar. That kind of thing, you know, and there are a billion different ways of doing that. It's called analogy. And then we use poetic devices in order to make those connections, right? And make sure the light turns on. True to true, make sure the light turns on. So, abstract to concrete usually is that connection, right? Concrete to concrete is how we kind of, you know, get around it and be like, oh yeah, okay, I see that. Yeah. The elements are my favorite. So there is that. So chiseled the softening glacier I see out of my mental ice age. Chiseled the softening glacier I see out of my mental ice age. Seeds or shells. Chiseled the softening glacier I see out of my mental ice age, like seeds or shells or what? The hell rhymes with glacier? I mean, I don't have to, obviously, but it feels right. So chiseled the softening glacier I see out of my mental ice age, like seeds or shells or wax, immeasured. I don't know, I'll just put that for now. It'll be a placeholder. I'll put brackets around it so I know to look at it. Chiseled the softening glacier I see out of my mental ice age, like seeds or shells or wax, immeasured. Kind of getting a visualization of if you've ever like experienced a blinding white winter day when the sun's shining. It sucks. You go outside and all you see is white and it hurts, and then you go back inside and all you can do is blink and see like green. You know what I mean? It's like I can't see anything. Like so that's what's coming to mind now. Let's see if we can tie it in. Chiseled the softening glacier I see out of the mental ice age, like seeds. From my fear. I guess I can use it. Chiseled the softening glacier I see out of my mental ice age, like seeds or shells or wax immeasured, the mirage in my feet. Dissipates. Let's see if that works. Chiseled the softening glacier I see out of my mental ice age, like seeds or shells or wax immeasured, the mirage of my fear dissipates. It's not perfect, but it's getting there. Let's see what we had before. There were a lot of really good things. How is this really me? A glowing thread in the tapestry surrendered to, yeah, that's gonna be the very last one. Make my mental pigment complement the colors you constructed as my soul. Okay, that'll be the next one. So I need one more little piece and then this and then that and we're done. Okay, good. Good, good. So one more verse, but how? For all you Zelda fans, I just found a master sword. I don't know. Oh no. I had an ant on my hand and he's just like, well, alright, well, good luck, little dude. Stupid mouse. Stupid mouse. I hope he got freaking divine justice for stealing a chocolate meal replacement bar from me. Stupid little douchebag. I was saying that all the time. I was like, oh man. Because I call, like, when they're in your house, you just, like, you know, take care of them or whatever, and they're a little bud, you know, and that's fine. But, you know, he steals from you, then he's, you know, gets a different story. And that's not fine. So, whatever. Okay, so from the top, this piece, my portion, never broken. They call it fragment, or they call it fragment. I thought I was fragmented, so I could not open. Puzzled and quixotic, confused to all the toxic toxin looks about me, so I succumbed to being frozen. Chiseled the softening glacier I see out of my mental ice age, like seeds or shells or wax immeasured. The mirage of my fear dissipates. Actually, that's really good. I'm keeping it measured too, that's fine. No more brackets. You can be here, I guess. Cool. One more. Okay, so we admit that the heart was never broken. Our colors were always true. As long as we are honest and, like, respectful and such, it's all good. Right? Binary. Again, true, false, always true. Respect, betray, always respect and love. Beautify, defile, always beautiful. Stay in that line. It's a BLT, inverse BLT, like, right, or, well, not really. Yeah, it is, BLT. Yeah, I know how to spell. So, true, love, beauty. Make it true, make it loving, beautify it, okay? Or earn your beautiful words, okay? Make your beautiful words true, right? Respect is the thing in between. If I respect a person, then I'm not gonna lie to them. If I respect a person, then I'm not gonna pull a beautiful truth on them, but it's not unplugged and it doesn't turn on when the light switch, like, right? It plugs in, it is true, and the light does turn on, all right? Make sure you follow through. Always. So it's called reliability. So, okay, chisel the softening glacier I see out of my mental ice age, like seeds or shells or wax immeasured. The mirage of my fear dissipates. I see now. Brightness is not blinding. The bright is no longer blinding. The bright is no longer blinding. Because it's plugged into true, the light turns on, and it is enough to see but not to blind, because it's actually true and useful. Right, pop music? We're not gonna write all these stupid things about I'll jump in front of a train for you or I'll take a bullet for you. You absolutely will not. You won't even take the dishes out of the dishwasher. Grow up. You know? Oh. What are the only vows you need? Everything you need, anything you want, nothing you don't. That's it. I see you now. I see now. The bright is no longer blinding. I see you now. How our portions glow with our binding. Yep, we're done. It's done now. Make my mental pigment complement the colors. Okay. Okay, so this is obviously to other, like significant other. Significant, such a long word. Okay, significant other, and then this is to creator. Okay, so we switch the not pronoun, but the pronoun itself changes from a low U to a capital or lowercase y for you. Yeah, you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Okay, make my mental pigment complement. I'm wondering if we should do our instead of my, but we'll see, we'll see. Complement. The colors you constructed as my soul. Constructed as my soul. So that breeze of breath. You speak through me, right? Yeah. Speak through me, can fan that flame of gold. Yeah. That breeze of breath, you speak through me. Oops. Mother. When is my mother? Hee hee. Oh, here I am. I'm down here now. Is that okay? I'm just gonna be down here. Okay. Speak through me. I think I'm gonna keep it my. I like it my better. Alright, next, and then how is this really me? Right? How is this really me? Yeah, okay. Yeah. How is this really me? The glowing thread in the tapestry. Surrender I to shine. I in quotes, right? Because when we get rid of the concept of self, all we're left with is source material. There's no more limits, not self or imposed, okay? Surrender I to shine my peace in it. Ease into the white. Ease into the white. Its grace fills. My heartchitecture, prismatic color, right? Okay, heartchitecture, prismatic color. And I believe in it. And that is both capital I and lowercase I, because when we shine our true colors, it is frankly mind-boggling. So, anyway. Oh, that's it. wow, we're there. Every word for the album is now done. Wow, dude. Well, thanks for being along for the ride. I did not intend for any of this to happen, but that's the creative process. As created, so create. You just let it. So, wow. I'll rate it from top to bottom, okay? This is the greater prism, or just greater prism. This piece, my portion, never broken. They call it fragment, and I thought I was fragmented, so I could not open. Puzzled and quixotic, confused to all the toxic toxin looks about me, so I succumbed to being frozen. Chiseled the softening glacier, I see out of my mental ice age, like seeds or shells or wax immeasured, the mirage, my fear dissipates. I see now. The bright is no longer blinding. I see you now, how our portions glow with our binding. Make my mental pigment complement the colors you constructed as my soul, so that breeze of breath you speak through me can fan that flame of gold. How is this really me? A glowing thread in the tapestry, surrender I to shine my peace in it, deeze into the white its grace fills my heartchitecture prismatic color, and I believe in it. Thank you.